Here we go. Come on now, get it rocking. Told me I have an unstable connection. If they only knew how unstable I was.
You're unstable?
I tell you, some days more than others.
Well, yeah, no
I'm
kidding.
a three-legged cat.
We'll get off the horse.
I'm not gonna get too deep into that. Afterwards, maybe. Yeah, no. Happily that though. I mean, honestly, it's not like it's something I can't control. So what are you gonna do?
You can't control everything. It's day to day. It's been a good weekend. So.
Hey, we are live, so let's let it go.
All right, we're live.
It's almost that time.
I know Jeffrey Blackman's waiting for us.
We're so friggin' strict to our time schedule here, folks. We have to wait until exactly 4 o'clock. We're gonna start with a little throwback moment tonight.
Should have had a history. That would be cool. Yeah. All right, go for it.
That ended right at 4 o'clock. It's so close.
I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm in the John.
That's how long my hair was. Damn.
Phil N Jon Zone.
Feel like a million years ago.
Everybody. Hey, I'm in the John, the Phil N Jon Zone. I'm in the John.
Somebody already came and laughed. I love it.
Phil N
I love
Jon
it.
Zone.
Somebody already came and laughed.
Phil, you're in the John. In the Phil N Jon Zone.
That was, yeah, scene 2 of me.
All right, folks. It's not Friday. It's Sunday. Mass amount of events had occurred that made us end up here on a Sunday doing the show. And if you're watching football, turn down the volume on the football. It's boring. Listen to us. And let's see what happens.
Who's the first guest?
Sunday in a while.
They win something. The first person that chimes in, who wins? Who chimed in?
Oh, whoever's first. Are you watching the Facebook feed? No, nobody's chimed in yet.
Oh, you know I don't.
Oh, but nobody's chimed in yet. No, we have people already watching. Somebody already came and left. It went up to 3 viewers, and then went back down to 2 viewers. Which I think that is just the coolest thing ever when it like goes up and down again. And I'm just going to do a quick share. Les Tickner and Mindy Hahn are watching us. Hey, Les, how you doing? The Mr. The Recycling Man. And Mindy Hahn. Got milk, Mindy?
Hey, Mindy. Miss you. Miss Tom. Miss you guys.
Let me put this out there real quick here. And
feed
we're going to save the world today. That's fine. Okay. We'll do 2 of them. All right. That's fine.
They had to feed something at the Kettle Ranch in Wisconsin, which is a really cool place, John, last year. Me and Laura and Tom and Mindy went up. That was pretty cool.
I love it when those guys show up at an event. That's really important. Our crew is there, and we're all
for the most part. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, no.
Love you guys. Peace. Happy New Year.
Here we are, week 141. We had a little snafu in timing and scheduling, which we ended up having the best Friday night ever, which someday it might come out. After we're gone, they can release that video of us that night, because Friday we had a 3-hour meeting about the zone. We talked about it a little bit.
Okay. You can go right into that. Yeah, I had
just telling them why we're here on Sunday and what's going on, and all that the Phil N Jon Zone started. We'll go from there.
I don't know how it started, but I cannot but with good smiles on my face about we've done this 141 weeks.
Yeah.
With some shows were multiple week days, and
I bet we're up to 150 shows by now because of those Saturday shows we did at festivals.
I'm not super religious, but I would say I'm blessed to have you and the people watch and friends who, and just it's pretty dope. Thank you.
It is dope. I appreciate it. I have a good time. It really makes me feel good. It's something I look forward to on Fridays. This Friday was a little different because we knew we wouldn't be able to do it. So I was at the edge of the top of the building over there, looking over, and I said, "Oh, it'll be all right." And then we changed it. We're here today, so Sunday might work better for people anyway. I know there's football on right now, probably not to talk too much.
Yeah, there is, but it's like, I watch. What the show is for me at points, is one of my favorite actors, and sitcoms was 2.5 Men, and is after was Anger Management. It's like a therapy, just to release and just.
I don't think we watched that Anger Management. What was the first one you
Oh,
said?
it's fantastic, fantastic.
What
It's
was the
just
first one
after
you?
shoot, after 2.5 Men, where he got to. I gotta get
Oh,
facts straight.
I got you. I
He's
got you. I know what you're talking
great.
about.
His Check it out. Check it out.
I
Anger
should watch it.
Management.
Okay, all right. I might have to start that one.
You'll crack up on the first episode.
All right, all
I
right.
mean, yeah, check it out.
Hey, Tom Dean, I'm checking in as well.
Hi,
What's up,
Tom.
dude? Good to see your recent artwork, Tom Dean. I'm really impressed with
Yeah,
the stuff you've been
ditto.
doing lately. And if are you guys just home tonight? I'm guessing, so that's cool. Um, it's Sunday. We get a whole different reaction from Sunday at 4 to from Friday at 4. It's a whole different day. It's a whole different. We call this the new church. We might call it the new Sunday night service. Amen, brother. Can I
Sunday
get an
nights.
amen?
Yes.
Without any without any direct affiliation. So the thing about that is like, I went to this place over the last week called the Color Factory in Chicago. It's an art museum. It's an art exhibit about color in the downstairs of the World Series Tower, the Willis Tower. Anyway,
Well, it's Sears Tower.
and they had this great thing you walk through, and there's all these colors, and you go through this one room, and you get to pick out your birthday on this wall, and each month had like a different color.
It's Laura's
Every
birthday.
day of the month was a different color, and you picked out the birthday
19, Laura.
date. And I was born June 19th, so I've been reading it a lot.
Oh, you're
I've been reading
19 too, John. Wow.
and it says like
You know that.
you're 19th, you're 19 as well. So
What's
but
that?
anyway, it says all this stuff about being spiritual and like your affinity with spiritual that keep you focused and all this and stuff. Like I've been reading it the last few days and thinking like really deeply about like what it means to me. And then just today I looked at it and it actually says May 19th. I grabbed the wrong month. So
You're a cashew.
I've been reading the wrong horoscope for 2 weeks now.
Okay, that's a different. Yeah.
We're not going there, but I'm just saying.
No.
I just reached up, I grabbed 19. I didn't look at the month apparently, and it's May 19th, not June 19th. So the whole thing is a farce. But it made me feel good for a few days. I was reading, I was like, that makes me feel really good. I'm a persuasive leader, and I'm charismatic.
Yeah, you're very persuasive, but not reading the instructions.
But what my card probably says, the other one for June 19th probably says you pay little attention to detail.
Yeah, thank God it's called a Phil N Jon Zone show. They're going to keep you in
deep
mind.
as the spirituality we'll get on our show, other than we're thinking about all you guys and how much we love you tonight.
Usually we have a show on Friday nights from 4 to 6.
Yeah.
But we could do it this weekend. But me and John talk Saturday night just to talk and we thought we were going to Zoom Saturday night. But I had a great night with Amy and Laura and John, and for 4 hours on Zoom, just us.
It's a neat tool.
And I had a great night. And the greatest thing about it, they weren't here, but I thought they were here. And if that was a great date night.
It was the best material for like we came up with some of the best material that night that you'll never be able to see because we're probably not going to be able to share it for a while.
I thought we're dead.
It's already out of it's already not okay to watch it.
It was priceless.
But it was very good. It was fun, Phil. It was nice, and I think that this tool we have, this Zoom tool, something like that could be started up any night to where you would be like, "What are you doing tonight? You want to hang out and just do a Zoom meeting?" I mean,
yeah.
We have to look at the positivity that came from COVID. COVID sucked, but if we have some good things that happened, that's important. I think that.
All right.
So,
it's a new year. I'm looking up. Everybody think positive. You can't dwell too much on the past. It's a happy new year, everybody.
That's why they say it. Yeah.
Think positive, and your surroundings define you. So if you're watching, you're cool. But just your surroundings build your spirit up. So if there's a negative something around you, not eliminate. That's a drastic.
Instead of eliminate, how about illuminate that thing? How about draw attention to it so it changes?
If you can't light it, how can you do anything about it? So do the best you can to move forward and never be negative is a bad word. So just
I think it's super important that we remember that kind of stuff, though, Phil. You're very good. The whole idea of our consciousness and our global thought. You know, we all think the same things, kind of, even though we don't know we're thinking the same things. It's bigger than we think it is. Whether it's because we see the same thing on TV or the music we hear or the weather, we all kind of think in the same light a lot of the time. You know, so we start thinking positively, then the world will think more positively. That's my point. That's my add on to that.
As you get old, I don't want to keep saying older, but as you do get older, your mindset, don't be not necessarily what makes you happy, but your inner circle and the people who really believe and trust, just make them happy, and then it grows. But
I love it. I love it, Phil. That's great. That's a positive. I want to have an uplifting show tonight. We're on Sunday, so it's a revival. We made it through Christmas. We made it through New Year's Eve.
Sunday.
It's Sunday. I know. You don't want to think about that now. I know. That's a whole different prospect for you now, isn't it?
You know, there's a football game on.
I know. Who's playing?
I don't care. The Phil N Jon Zone.
Not the Vikings, apparently. Not the Vikings.
Well, they just beat the Bears. They won.
No, I didn't watch a whole lot of football. I did paint this. I did paint this the Friday night though. I did some art while we were talking, and Phil and Laura got to watch me paint a little piece of art, the new piece, the first piece of 2023, which I was kind of like fuzzing out, you know, because I think that last week in December, about Christmas Eve, we just shut everything off. You know, everything shuts off, and you go do Christmas, and you do and then that week between Christmas and New Year's is like this blur that happens so quickly, and then New Year's Eve, another big event that happens right away. You know, everything is shut off for like 2 weeks. And I think that as an artist, I really need to be drawing a lot, all the time, every day, a little bit. Some kind of art all the time, even if it's just the way I'm thinking or if I'm producing. When I stop producing for 2 weeks, it's not a good feeling for me. I have to keep making art somehow or another, you know. Does that make sense?
Yeah. 2 comments on that. I'm just doing something and I miss some things I cannot do in the future, possibly. Okay, that's a quick one. But that was a blank canvas on Friday, what John did right behind you. And our Friday night date night, I call it. He did that, and it was a beautiful thing. We listened to one of my favorite CDs, albums. Try to find an original, Alice in Chains Unplugged, and by far. And
I have to be honest, that was really good. That spend that time with Alice in Chains and Nirvana and the Stone Temple Pilots that night, that was really uplifting. And I as dark as that stuff is, that's my childhood. That's the music I was like. I was 20 years old when that shit came out, you know.
Look at that painting. It's beautiful.
And so that really touched me that night. And we had started off with some Violent Femmes in the other room before you came live, and we just let it play through all this 90s music, you know, from. It's called classic rock now. Shit, that was 30 years ago. It was 30 years ago. But we can't think about that too much. But that music is so powerful to who we are. I mean, it speaks to who we are. And that was another dark time in history that reflected the positivity came out in the music, you know.
Then I go
art. Oh man.
Then I go, is it powerful to the teenage generation or the older generation? I do believe it is.
The kids now that are hearing it?
Yes, young and old.
I think that music will probably appeal to teenage kids forever.
Right.
Because of how you feel when you're 19. Yeah, how you feel when you're that age and you've got all this energy that needs to go somewhere, that needs to come out and do something. And that music was speaking to that thought and that feeling, you know. It was for me. I embraced it.
That's basically why we're here, is music. Brought me and John together less than 10 years ago. And music is the number one thing why the Phil N Jon Zone evolved. And
music has kept us going a long time. We have no musical guest tonight. I did approach one of my friends who's at the Mace Hathaway show to see if he wants to go live in a minute, but we'll see if that even works out or not.
Oh, Mace, I love Mace.
Mace is wonderful.
I do believe I saw something that he's doing a Grateful Dead solo set or something.
Is it today?
No,
Okay, because he's playing a show a little bit. That Bear was on the way up there. My friend talked to my friend Jerry Bear a little bit ago, and he's on the way up there. Hey, Eric Carpenter, what's going on there, buddy? And Chris Johnson checking in. Just everybody, what's up? Eric Carpenter said, "What's up, shitheads?" So we are official shitheads at this point by now. Hey, I got my Todd.
Yes,
Snyder
we are.
on.
I got a couple. I love that. Wow, I want one of those.
And you know, because of that, because we're talking about that,
I got a couple shithead. Go ahead, John.
Let's do records. Let's do 5 records.
Okay.
Let's keep the show moving. We had the psychology part of the show. We may come back to that.
Psychology.
It's just that time of year. We all need to remember one thing, that we're all in this together and we're all feeling the same way at times. So you're not alone if you're out there and feeling that way. Get a hold of me. And speaking of Todd Snyder, I'll just start right off the bat with this one tonight. The live Return of the Storyteller album, double album box open connection set with my artwork on my watercolor on the inside, and Todd's lyrics and the storytelling and the magic that comes along with this guy's albums. Very wonderful. I've shown this a bunch of times because everything I've shown, I'm out of records. I'm sorry, I'm out of records. Shit, 750 records later, I'm out of records. But I still have to show this guy in the audience. Very appreciative of Todd. Caught in the moment. Eyes closed, hands raised. Beautiful shot. And of course,
looks like Pigpen from Dead.
Todd, his bare feet.
Okay. That's beautiful.
Okay. It looks a little like Pigpen.
I'll bring it up because I need more than we're doing albums right now. Okay. I don't know if I did it. We're doing no. Beach Boys and Band of Heathens. Me and John picked out the same albums twice in 144. Yep. 141.
Yeah,
picked out the same album out of 5. Thank you, John. All right, let's skip to the third.
Yeah.
My Band of Heathens, thank you. Unopened. All these are unopened except the last one. Yeah. Are you serious?
Open. I know. This is the hard part for me because this one has a really cool, it has a window on the front.
Oh, yeah,
it has this window on the front. And I didn't design the artwork. It was more of just the layout, setup, and help.
Yeah.
But it's just a cool record. Ray Wiley Hubbard's on it. A whole bunch of people are on it. Hayes Carl, Robert Ellis. Yeah, people. I you know, it's funny as I get these records like this, and I don't open them, and I go listen to them digitally somewhere. I find them on another space, and this one has an inside too. Man, I haven't. Yeah. Anyway, that was my second record too.
All right.
Go ahead and go again. All
right, this is a band called Noah Gabriel. He's got other offshoots. I love the simplicity of the album cover with the tree. I'm a big tree. I like the black and white. It's just very good. And he's a fantastic musician. He's out in Suburbs by Me. Check him out, John. Noah Gabriel.
I like the tree.
Beautiful cover.
Part of these canvases here are they're thinking trees for some reason.
A
black and white though. I'm gonna paint in black and white for a while. Try that out.
Yeah.
Speaking of black and white, here's a black and white photograph of John Cash's cabin. John Cash was a country music singer. Oh, some people call him Johnny. I call him John. We're friends. Johnny Cash has a cabin out in the woods out there, and Todd Snyder got to record an album there. You might notice a theme so far in albums I've worked on, stuff I've helped with. We did this. Me and Chad Staley put this album together for Todd a few years ago. And we lost Loretta Lynn since this happened. And there's a song called what's it called? The Ghost of Johnny Cash. And it's about dancing. It's about Loretta Lynn dancing with the ghost of Johnny Cash. And I told that story before on the show, but like Loretta Lynn and him were at this cabin together. Loretta Lynn and Todd Snyder were at this cabin together. And he woke up in the middle of the night and she was dancing barefoot out in the grass in the middle of the night in a nightgown. And you're talking like the oldest Loretta Lynn, right? You know, and he asked her what she was doing, and she said she was dancing with Johnny Cash. If that doesn't draw a tear in your eye, nothing will.
Yeah, it kind of did.
That's beautiful.
If there's grass at a music festival, I want to dance barefoot too.
Oh yeah, me too. It's very important. It's a connection. And actually, last night was a full moon, or night before was a full moon, and it was the stay-at-home full moon. So me and Amy went out barefoot and stood in the grass and looked at the moon during full moon.
I'm looking forward to dancing barefoot at a music festival this year.
Yeah, reconnection to the earth again.
Next two bands are from Wisconsin, so
somehow made it to
the cover. the Millbillies, love the cover. You've heard of Millbillies, right, John?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen their hats.
Love the cover.
That's a cool cover. That's fun. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah. Like Umaguma, I like the yeah. Great.
Is it a dog?
Oh, I'm getting a sheen. It's probably
You got a lot of sheen.
Yeah. Hey. All right. Raccoon. Wolverine. That's an animal I'm very intrigued by, because Wisconsin Badgers it's Badger Wolverines. They're very elusive and very rare to see it, and it could be. I don't know. Anyway, a great
We'll talk about the prospects of having Wolverine for a pet tonight.
What?
Yeah. We'll talk about the prospects of having Wolverine for a pet later tonight. Okay, I got another Band of Heathens album called Stranger.
I like that.
Simple. You can see all around the room. You can see there's the window. There's the other window.
Oh, that's cool. That's a nice. You got a reflection.
My reflection's on a black background, so it turned into more of a mirror. The Band of Heathens, they're out of Austin, Texas. That's one we shared earlier from tonight. They're really good. They're good. I would call them Southern rock, maybe Texas rock, Texas Americana, whatever people want to call it. What does Todd Snyder say about Americana music? It used to be called unsuccessful music. Now it's called Americana. So you get that kind of fun going on, But yeah, A Stranger by Band of Heathens, very important. Another album I got to help with. There was a kind of an emergency. They had the artwork already and they didn't know how to get it to the printer. So they called John up and he fixes it up for them and makes a day's work out of it. So, but it's kind of cool. It's like this.
It's beautiful.
Leaf pattern, so to speak, out of sunbeams. Very nice, very nice. Very simple, very simple. Not a whole lot of detail going on there. It's one color. I like it. Very simple. And I work with another artist, another designer.
I have to say, it's been 140 some weeks. Have you met Todd Schneider? I talked to you 2 days ago, but I don't know. You might have seen him at a gas station or somewhere. Nope.
Nah.
Not yet. Okay.
I didn't try last time. It's okay. I'm not going to push that subject as much anymore.
Oh, I got some. I got some notes I actually made. All right, this is another band out of Wisconsin. One of my favorites. Great dude and great 3-piece band, Joseph Huber. Fantastic band. If you ever check him out, it's just not him; it's his band. Very eclectic, and big fan of Joseph. Enough said. Check it out, Joseph Huber.
Yep, we get to see him. Luckily, from time to time, he shows up on our. No, it's funny you would mention if I've ever met Todd Snyder, because the next one's kind of funny because the answer to the question is no. I have not.
Molly album.
It's no, I have not met Todd Snyder. Okay, but I have a lot of his autographs. I have his autographs at least 2 places in this room. I have a painting by Scramble Campbell.
What's an autograph? I was just thinking. Never.
And it says John, thank you. And he signed it. The First Agnostic Church of Hope and Wonder is this place down called the Big Purple Building where they did all these shows during the COVID breakdown, and it was one of the best things that happened during COVID. On Sunday mornings, he would do it. It's like a 1-hour concert of his songs to nobody, to us, to the world. And I made so many friends on that silly little video thing. I mean, the people that are here tonight, Eric Carpenter and Jeffrey Blackman, all those guys came from the First Church of Agnostic Hope and Wonder. And it changed my whole religious affiliation, honestly, whenever I actually studied what agnostic means and what that means. I actually became an agnostic person. And it's strange that that's just who I am. It's all right. I actually had full creative license on this one. They gave me photos and I got to put it on the wall and stuff.
That's your artwork on that album, correct?
Well, yeah, artwork I procured one way or another, yeah.
Okay. But the point is, I really think it's back a 60-ish, a 1960, late 60s album cover. I like that. From the color to the black and white, it pops. It's beautiful.
Yeah, if you noticed, I tell you what, Eric Carpenter, it was a lifeline there. That Sunday church was amazing. So if you notice the inside, the paper that we used for this is actually got gum, like a rolling paper at the top of it. Because it's actually a scan of a rolling paper I had sitting on my desk that we used for the background of the sleeve. I mean, we think about everything when we're doing this, and they don't always give me this direction. I have to come up with some of that stuff myself. But the coolest thing about it, of course, because it's called the Big Purple Building, the album is purple.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Did
Are
you not
all
get?
of them purple?
Did you not open yours or?
No.
Yeah, they're all purple. Well, this particular release was purple. Well,
I'm not
people
going
that
to
are
paint on that one.
people do more. People do more and more releasing a vinyl lately, and it's a lot of it's been done on colored vinyl. Vince's new album's on green, and I got my other Todd Snyder just got on white. White vinyl is pretty cool looking. You know.
Yeah, some of the I haven't painted in a minute, but some of the I did a set of 10 all white albums. It's a process. The
See,
white backgrounds.
So think of your record when you pull it out of the sleeve.
That's killer, dude.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You know, I even did one with somebody who
blue
was
tint to it. Yeah,
and all these have my watercolor artwork on the sticker too, which is kind of cool.
I know that's
all a little bit different.
Beautiful. That's
So every label is different, but had the same piece of that painting on there from he liked that. He liked that painting, and when you're working with Todd and you like something, you just run with it. You know.
What did Todd say when you talked to him?
I haven't. But me and Brian Kincaid's his manager, and we're really close. And we spent probably an hour talking at the last Todd Snyder show. So that's the connection I have. And I think that it's better to have, if you got a hero, it's better to have somebody to go between you and the hero, an interim, you know, somebody to do the PR stuff, you know, so you don't actually have to touch your hero. You can still have your hero.
Who's your hero, John?
It's not necessarily Todd Snyder, but he has a good songwriter. If I had to pick a hero in my current music...
No, that's deep.
Circle, it's going to be two different people I really love right now, and that'd be the Chicago Farmer or the Vince Herman or the Pete Jive. I mean, there's a lot. I should shut up because there's going to be so many I forget. It's everybody who plays great music for us and keeps us.
Yeah, and Friday you said I was number one, so screw you.
Well, you're my best friend, dude. If I call that, you know. And I even introduced you to my best friend at the hotel, and I didn't even tell him that you were my best friend then because my other best friend would be like, "What the hell," you know. I got a lot of best friends, man. Best friends are cool.
It's the thing that my mom said when I went and visited her today.
You have one more record?
She said, Philip, you should not smoke so much and drink so much. And remember, all your friends are just acquaintances. You have very few friends. We're all acquaintances.
I agree with that.
Is that not correct?
I have people who I definitely trust with my secrets, we'll say, and those are my friends. I don't have very many secrets, folks. Don't worry about that.
Have acquaintances.
But I have people who I can talk to directly. And there's people who I wouldn't dare tell that shit to.
Right. You're not my acquaintance.
Do you have one more? Do you have one more record? Did you show 5 or did you show 4?
Yeah, this is
one more. I think we're done.
Number 1 album in XRT this year.
420, folks, so deal with it, you know.
Yeah. Do what you want. I've never seen the band. Not even know what their hit is, but WXRT out of Chicago. Camp.
That's who Laura went and saw at Red Rocks, wasn't it?
Yeah, Laura and Nancy went and saw Camp at Red Rocks, and when they went before their trip to Colorado, they drove. I mean, I heard of the band but they had a great time. So it's Camp, and I do believe the song is "Feel Like Home." I don't know, but Camp, and now they're a big hit. And the number 1 song of the year was "Camp" out of Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah, Spoon's playing right now, and a great cover too.
So anybody who's out there watching right now, Matt Pohelmus, Chad Ing, looks like Robert, Nathan Lighthouse, Lurboyne, Eric Carpenter.
I'm gonna go back to the first person that turned me onto this cat was Chad Ing, was Joseph Huber, who is Chad's friend. And anyway, quick synopsis.
We're very lucky. We're very lucky to have
very lucky to have
other music, you know. But if you're watching the show right now and you are a musician and you're bored and you have Zoom, what the hell? Want to come on and play a song?
Hiccups? Put $1 in the tip jar.
I'm just saying that if you're out there,
come on, someone play some
music. You're a
music.
musician. You want to come on and play a song? We're opening the gates. I might even put the link right in the freaking feed. But that's 5 records, folks. So come on our show and play a song if you want to. We won't turn you away. Even if you're no good, we won't tell you you're no good. We'll let you play.
Well, I will.
We've had every range of musician on our show. We've had from brand new, just started playing guitar. I mean, that cat last week on the Christmas show that did Silent Night, he had just touched that guitar for the first time this year. and it showed, but it was okay. He's learning all the way up to like Paul Bolger, who had like Led Zeppelin quality sound and like testing 1 2 testing 1 2. So it's everybody and anybody who wants to be part of the show should be part of the show. 141 weeks later, we've had 150 different musicians on the show.
A couple notes from Phil before I have to take my break. It's Sunday night. Go Sports. We'll have a sports segment later. Sunshine Daydream is playing in Chicago tonight.
Tonight they are? Nice. Good.
Yeah, on a Sunday in Chicago, Sunshine Daydream. So go check it out. I think it's on Brewing Touring Company tonight.
Nice. Never miss a Sunday show, they say. Never miss.
Yeah, and this is kind of a damn cool thing. I do believe friends of yours and mine, and got some Walmart work, and John talked to him, and they were nobody. And I remember Betty Hartford on Jimmy Kimmel last night. Molly Tuttle.
Can we see her at Blue Ox? Is that where we saw her at? Was Blue Ox?
We saw her at Blue Ox, but I saw her at John Hartford when Betty Hartford, John Hartford's ex, brought this girl over, like my artwork, when I first came to Hartford, John, and it's a great story. And me and Betty talked for a half hour, and I have the gift of gab, I guess.
Speaking about
Molly, she signed a guitar, and I got two Phil but to see her, it was fantastic song.
They're making headway. Molly Tuttle and the Golden Highway is the name of the band.
Golden Highway.
Hey
Molly, hey Kyle.
But Angie, if you're out there watching, tell Kyle and Molly we want to interview them for the show one of these times. Because we saw her at that time. Me and you walked down there and watched the Blue Ox part of the show or something that night.
It's chilling.
It was good stuff, yeah. And to see musicians that we saw start off like that.
Yeah.
Our little small festivals playing afternoon sets. And now they're getting Grammys, and they're playing on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and they're in the New York Times and all this stuff. I mean, it's pretty awesome to see. It's awesome to see,
Yeah.
You gonna take a break? You say you want to take a quick break? I could put a musical segment up for the people that missed our Christmas show and play that Jake Nobby song.
Go for it.
And you take a quick break. Folks, don't go anywhere. If there's any musical guests in the audience tonight, in the comments, if you want to say something, I can send you the link. Be a musical guest on our show. It'll make our show less tedious for us, and it will make it more fun for everybody who's watching. So for now, I'm going to share a little clip of the song that Jake Nobby wrote after we interviewed him. He came back on the show for a second performance on Christmas Eve or whenever this was, and he played this song for us. Now, I don't know how good it's going to come through because it's kind of choppy on the recording we have of it, but I'm going to let it play and see what we can get from it. Okay, folks? Enjoy this.
I wrote this kind of for you guys, so there was some stuff. I think I told you last time, sometimes I hear things and they kind of stick in my brain. And so when I was on the Phil N Jon Zone, I heard some stuff kind of stuck in my brain. But this is called The Poem for an Artist.
Cuts out, but it'll be back. So now Phil turns on Bob Marley as loud as he can. You know what? The sound just dropped out completely.
Kind of stuck in my brain. But
it's really good, though. It made me... if you look real close in one scene of the video, I probably got a little tear in my eye. But unfortunately, the sound didn't record on the video. So guess what? I'm back, folks. You got to deal with me for a few more minutes. Mace is playing right now. Oh, you know what? Oh. We might just have a surprise live musical guest coming on the show. We'll see. Bearing with us, folks. Thank you. The show's done on the air. It's done while we do it. And so if you get a chance to be part of our show, we do appreciate it, you guys, so much. Let's see what we got here, because somebody might log in right now and bring us a musical guest. Doing it right now. So give it a second. Anyway, other than that, though, it's been a good week. The sun's shining. It snowed this morning. This morning there was probably 2 inches of snow when I woke up, and by lunchtime it was all melted. That time of year, folks, where this it's going to tease us with a good time, as they say. Don't tease me with a good time. But Did do painting of what I call the volcano wave. That's a new thing I'm working on with 2 canvases, and it's new interesting thing. I feel good about it. I haven't been painting much the last few weeks. Like I said, the holidays kind of fill you up with busyness and stuff like that, you know. But I'm back now. We are back. We are back, and we're in full effect, as they would say. Like if you're in the old hip hop days, they say in full effect. That means you're all there. You're giving it your everything. I'm trying to send this link right now to. Let's see. We'll do this and see 2 options. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we'll just talk. We'll fill your ears with our love, what we do. And how many weeks have been doing this? 141 weeks. Tom Dean, are you laughing at us? Are you laughing, Tom Dean? I saw that. If you're, yeah, here we go. Let him right in the room here. He's going to be live with our friend Mace Hathaway, who's playing a show in Peoria right now. And we'll probably give it to Turtle here in a second when he comes in, and we'll give it a few minutes of music for you guys so you can have some music. We don't want there not to be music. You know what I mean? Thank you, Turtle, in advance. As he's getting it figured up. You know, the best thing about Zoom is always like whenever you get somebody to come on, in that moment it takes between them coming on and getting their stuff all connected. Did not connect the audio. Shite Matuka. Turtle, no audio, bud. We're trying, folks. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed that there's a pattern in our show? When bands ask me what we do and how we do it and what's the format, you know, they always ask, what's the format for your show? The first thing I tell them is that this is unformatted and it's strictly unprofessional and legitimately unprofessional, and that's the plan. Turtle, it won't pick up your audio. And he's probably doing this on the phone that I'm talking to him on, so you know how that works. All in good time. We had our friend Mace Hathaway on the show a couple times. It may work, it may not. But if it doesn't, oh, see, so he's got no audio from us or them. No, all I could say is maybe reload it, you know. Well, we tried. Oh, there's Turtle. We got video. the Turtle and the never ending. Nope, no audio. You don't even have an option for audio.
Or you're
yet. No. But we can see it.
Wow. What the hell's going on there?
This is where Mace Hathaway's playing right now. Let's go ahead and pull this up so we can see it. It's in Peoria. I'm not exactly sure of the venue.
That's cool.
A bit of a saloon per se.
The old ambience of it, everybody's got to have a carpet in the backdrop. Every band, every venue, I'm telling you right now, is watching. Please put something in your backdrop.
You don't have your headphones in, do you, Turtle?
Just to get down.
Oh, connecting to audio and cannot hear you yet. Okay, it says he's connecting to audio, so we're working on it.
Hey, John.
Hey.
There we go.
Yeah, Turtle. Thanks, buddy. We'll let you have for a minute.
I think we're live now, hey?
Yes,
you're live.
Okay. Sorry, I've never done this before.
Excellent. Give us a couple minutes of Mace.
Nice family crowd here today.
That's what I'm going to do. Just on a simple word, excellent is a great word. Excellent.
Let me get up front here.
Anything with an exit is a good word. Anything with exit.
Spread your arms on your breath and always trust your king. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your king. We are girls. In the extended version. Now he's old and gray with a flour sack cape tied around his head. He's still jumping off the garage. We'll be till his death. All these years to be said, you're acting like a kid. And he did not know that he could not fly. He did not know that he could not fly. But he was one of them who knew that life was just a little fair. He was one of them who knew that life was just a little fair. Gotta spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your head. Spread your arms and hold your breath and always trust your head. 9 out of 10 doctors tell you don't need your superpower. Just go. We're gonna try tuning her one more time.
Dude, Turtle, this is awesome, buddy.
Thank you so much, man.
Where are you today?
It's everybody together too. It's really exciting. I'm hoping to do it once a month.
Where are you at tonight? Where are you at today? Pizza Works, Peoria Pizza Works. Nice.
Just got back from a trip literally last night at about 2 a.m. Showed up back here from Omaha.
All the way from Omaha.
It's a very nice setup.
It's a variety show
Great
being put on
ambiance.
by a local fella there who's really one heck of a performer, one hell of a showman, a guy named Chris Lager. Puts on this kind of a variety show thing, and he was nice enough to ask me to be part of it. So
Hi, Mace.
go out there and do a couple tunes with him, and I'm going to do this tune here that the band was kind enough to learn like on the spot, like just a day before the show. And Ben wrote this tune right here. He wrote the music and I wrote the words for it. And then we got out to Omaha and Chris Lager's band played it, backed me up on it. So it's pretty cool tune here that Ben came up with musically. So.
That was good.
I'm sorry, I'm not who you thought I'd be. Would've done it any differently. Still, maybe eventually, you still do something right. So good in your own. Tell left is a song. When life's a party, days and nights become one. When all good deeds can come undone, rather than the sun. If I know it is all long gone, you won't be getting it back. And all it still remains from memories you once had. So sorry, didn't do like I said I'd do. It's me, not you. Didn't mean to leave your glow. I'm seeing red. Just so many messages there within. Roof's on fire. Walls caving in. So thank you kindly. We did the best we could. Never even known if we should. Cause it was all for the greater good, so it can't be bad. You never burn out. You never burn out. Never burn out.
right, Mace. Woo, Mace. Woohoo!
And then the next section goes and goes and goes, and they have trumpet player
Turtle,
playing
thank you
over
so
the
much,
saxophone
man.
player
That's
playing over
My
the
awesome.
phone's about to die. It's at
Oh, I
like
know. I'm not
2%.
expecting anything else out of you, but it's real
All right,
good to
I'll
see you,
text you
Turtle.
here, and I definitely want to chat about that. That's awesome. Thank you so
Will, and
much.
I'll paint sometime with you for sure, Turtle. That'd be a good drive up there, man. I'll talk
Amazing.
to you soon.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Yep, thanks, Turtle.
original tunage, huh?
Great thanks to our friend Turtle Trey there for coming on the show from where he's at his live music show tonight. That's something we can always do too. It's always an option to go live from your phone and see what happens. We just want to share the music with everybody. We want to share the music in the world that we enjoy, that we find to be important for us in our little area here. You know, we've been really lucky to have so many friends that play music and really get to see amazing music being written and being experienced for the first time. And I think there's much more of a value than that in my world. My good feeling comes from a new song being heard by somebody you know. It's so beautiful. A song. What is a song? You know, you got the birthday song, you got the ABC song, you got the Star Spangled Banner, all that stuff. But then we got these songs that people are writing. We have so many people writing songs now that music is going to become our language eventually. I'm pretty sure. I'm thinking that's the evolution of things. You know, there were always bards and stuff like that, but now there's so much music. There's bards in every town, and there's minstrels everywhere. It's beautiful, beautiful thing, as Phil might say. You know, what do you think, Phil?
Well, I think it's a beautiful thing. I was just looking around my room. Just some paintings and stuff. Just want to show a few things, if I have a second.
You should. Yeah, do please show some art.
It's old uncle's painting. My uncle was a famous artist back in the day. This is just a background, a frame from 1943, a self-portrait of my uncle. It's my blood. He was an artist. I guess it's in my blood to a point, but the self-portrait. I'll get that out real quick. And it's my mom who I saw today. Love the frame backdrop. Self-portrait of my mom by a famous artist. My mom.
Wow.
Do it. That's about it.
Oh, all right. That's cool, man. That's cool. You said self-portrait, but your mom didn't make that art. Somebody made it for her, a portrait of her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice.
Pretty cool. But your work's everywhere. One of my favorites, a new one I got from John. Screw the chickens. No, thank you, John.
A little mini dolly one. That was fun. Yeah.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I don't like the word fun.
That's fun.
That's very bland.
Those are exciting.
I don't want to hear the word fun. If I meet you and then it's a
Phil, he's fun.
done. Fine.
Now that I say it out loud more than twice, I understand completely. Yeah.
You said
We've
it
had this
again.
conversation before.
You'll be Beetlejuice and it's going to be evil. Say it 3 times.
Yeah, but if you say 3 times fun, then it's to be 3 times as fun.
So you did it again. Now
Having fun is good. Now, is it using the word fun as a description of somebody or a thing though? That's not good though. To say something was fun is better than to say that is fun.
Okay, now you're confusing me.
All right, well, that's the plan. That's part of the show, folks. This is the confusion section of the show. Welcome to the Phil N Jon Zone, week 141. A long time in the coming, long time in the making. This show we rehearsed 140 times, at least, maybe 150 times.
Yeah. What?
Get this just right.
Laying in bed early in the morning, listen to whatever I want to in the morning, and just thinking that we're going to do it today, and that's very cool. Whoever is listening or watching, or if I'm just talking to John, or like I said, it's self-therapy. And we've done it that long. It's coming up almost on 3 years, but it's so cool.
We're coming up on 3 years. That's crazy. I thought about it because we're like 10 shows away, but wow.
And how many Yeah, it's
And still, we don't have a solid mission statement at all.
no, and then I look at as my dog is right in front of me eating the elf. Not really eating it. We call it the I shouldn't say that out loud. I'm not gonna say that. Everyone's watching nowadays.
I do.
I know you
Oh, don't say it. Don't say it. No.
Yeah. I got confused there for a second. It was quite funny in front of me what was going on. Or is an adult transpiring as, oh, I got a squeaky toy. Oh, Chester, eat that. And Laura's throwing stuff. Oh, that's.
I think that I look forward to this every week, though. I do. I look forward to the time spent.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
We didn't do a show yesterday, but I think it kind of had something to do with, because we didn't do a show yesterday. That we were going to do it Saturday. We should explain that, I guess. But like yesterday, I was just not. I was really wanting to watch The Walking Dead. Okay, I'm not going to lie. And
you all three of you, the 3 out of 4. No,
and we stayed in bed a long time, and and I did something in here, and we did 10 things, and then we are live. But we did 10 things, but
okay, so his wife really wanted to watch The Walking Dead.
Laura's watching the thing in the other room. Can I turn it up a little bit?
Amy wanted to watch The Walking Dead. So so I kind of put the show off yesterday, and it was okay because I just spent 3 hours and a half with him Friday night. And we could probably honestly do that every night, Phil. I wouldn't mind unwinding with you every morning, every night. We could do this anytime we want to. But we have.
That was my fault.
We have to save some material for the live program. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for that. That's awesome. She's only been on the show a few times, folks, in full regalia. So that's important. But so here we are Sunday. Now this isn't going to work out every Sunday. Here's another policy about the show. It's going to be a random thing. It might be a Wednesday. It might be a Tuesday. But it's going to go on. Is that clear, Phil? Is that the best way we can say? Or it might be late at night. If we do a show late at night, we have to kind of balance our irons in the fire and stuff like that. So,
it'll be on weekly.
Weekly. That's the best way to put it.
Weekly. I'm not sure of.
I think that like you can push a little button on the video that says subscribe, or if it's something like turn notifications on for this post.
It's not like
maybe or go to John Griffin and maybe do something somewhere in here. You like what do you do? Turn on professional mode? Hell no! I'm not going to turn on professional mode.
Come on.
What's professional mode? No way. Anyway, there's a way you can follow my stuff, and whenever I go live, it'll tell you. And honestly, most of the time I go live, it's this show. Sometimes it's me painting or playing guitar, but most of the time it's the show. And I couldn't do it without Phil, so we're gonna go on.
I couldn't do it with John, but I was about to say I'm in limbo, but I'm not in limbo because limbo is
let's just say you have
it's like wishy-washy. I'm not wishy-washy. I'm going.
Your schedule's kind of wishy-washy right now. You know
what the best word of the night was?
What?
Excellent.
Excellent. Not fun. Excellent.
Excellent. Would you say fun? You are so Beetlejuice, you're screwed, Jack. You can't say that anymore.
I'm manifesting fun, okay? I want to have fun. I want to have it. I don't want it to be it. I don't want Phil to, Phil's fun. No. I want to have fun.
Well, think about all the words with X in it.
We have said all the words with X in it twice already.
Again.
We'll do them all.
Do it over and over and over. It's even better.
You think that, like, for a topic tonight, somebody had requested... Okay. You don't really like doing songs though, do you?
What do you mean?
Like song titles.
I'm really bad at. Oh, I can do it.
Or it could be
I'm not good at knowing this.
How about that?
I can do that.
It could be song titles and lyrics that are uplifting or that are good, that are inspiring.
Don't give me uplifting. Don't give me a category.
Oh, you just want me to give you any generic.
I want.
You want me to give you any generic name a song
of course I want to be uplifting, but
we'll always be uplifting. I think maybe that's just the theme of the night tonight. Uplift the Sunday. It's a revival. It's the Sunday revival show. This is this church, man. People could have an option to be over at the Tabernacle or the Gospel, but they're here with us tonight at the Agnostic or whatever we are. So
don't say church. I think of cult, and cults are better than churches, and both of them are just whatever you want to do. But
how many people have to be in it for it to be a cult?
What's that?
How many people does it have to have in it to be a cult?
2.
2 people.
Yeah.
So the Phil N Jon Zone has
He's got a lot of
approximately
people.
just the group we have over there has
I like the word
617.
cult better than
Phil,
church.
oh my God. I'm just seeing this now because I've never looked at this before, but we have 617 members of our Phil N Jon Zone page, the public group, which is strange because us and Jeffrey are the only ones ever posting it. But we're down to,
A lot of people.
That's a lot of people that we're influencers, as they say, I guess.
I know. I mean, I'm not saying I could be. I'm a goofball. I know we are. I'm blunt, and you take it or leave it. We are.
I want to pick up a few sponsors. I want to get a
Stupid.
sponsor that, like, frozen waffles or bacon, or maybe a bacon company that would sponsor the Phil N Jon Zone. I mean,
I'm a terrible promoter, and you are. And if you, yeah.
Well, I only promote as much as we need to. I think the best thing about good stuff is you don't have to promote it. When something's good, it needs no promotion.
Yeah.
You just do it, okay? And if people come back who have never been here before, Tony Eckert's here tonight. Hey, Tony, how you doing, bud? Tom Dean, he's an addict to the show.
He's playing bongos.
Fun, and hopefully you have friends.
Are you juggling, Tom? Miss you, bud.
He's probably juggling his bongos right now.
Juggling his bongos.
I know. I can see him. I can see him in my eyes. I can see him. Hey, Tom, Tom could come on the show and show some art. I bet you. He's been working on new stuff lately.
Hey, Chester and Tom. Chester says, "Well, hi guys."
Did you just call Did you just call Mindy Chester just now?
No, I got music on here. She's watching right in front of me, and I got confused. Who's she? Laura.
Tom's playing vegan bongos right now. Vegan bongos. And we got a happy face from Mindy out there. So they're still watching.
Hi, Mindy.
Paying attention.
Got cereal.
Tommy's Abstract World. Tom's been doing a bunch of new art lately, folks. Since the days, I've seen him do more art than I did all year. It was awesome to see that new stuff, Tom. Good work, bud. Good work. Good colors. The one you said you started in July and just finished, and you said it was fun. And I don't know. That's just me.
Nah.
I think Phil's having a lot of fun tonight.
Say it again, John.
I don't think I have the same. No, listen. I don't have the same idea of what the word "fun" means as you do, Phil.
Say it again. That's like 17 times now.
I think they're more like lines of
Find a word in X.
No, you find a word in X.
Excellent. That's why I said it's a word of the night. I'm going to paint something on an album. When I paint an album, it's just going to say excellent. And watch that, Jack. If I put a word that says fun, they're going to go, bullshit. Excellent.
Have you ever painted fun on a record?
What?
Have you ever painted the word fun on a record?
Yes, fun guys.
Fun guys. Okay. So now what are you going to put down? Jimmy Good Times now? What's up with that?
You're really testing my blood pressure, right?
Jim, there's a good chance Jimmy Good Times could be watching. Jimmy LaTwain, you out there, buddy? I'm going to call him.
I have. And I got one downstairs. I always have. The funny
somebody should be on the show. Jimmy should be on the show pretty soon. He'd be a good guest to have on the show. But anyway, we mentioned Jimmy on every show. It's a sponsorship with the deal we have with Jimmy Good Times. Oh no, he's Jimmy Good Times. He's not Jimmy Fun Times.
Hey,
but the fun guys. Okay, so I get it. All right. I'll stop. I'm stopping right now. No more fun. The rest of the show is gonna suck, people. It's gonna be excellent. The rest of the show is gonna be excellent. If you want to be
rest of the show, we got more of a show. Oh my God, this is where you start.
Eric Carpenter says he can only be in one cult as per his parole officer. He's on parole. He can only be in one cult at a time. Well, I'm glad you joined our cult, Eric Carpenter. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Even though I did make a fresh picture right before we went on the show, don't drink it. That's why I would tell people my cult. I'd be like, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Right.
I got a theory about Kool-Aid. Do you want to hear my theory about Kool-Aid?
Yes.
Okay, Kool-Aid. When you make a pitcher of Kool-Aid,
yes,
and you pour the powder in the pitcher,
correct.
That feeling it gives you, it's a high. There's a high in that feeling, and you're breathing in some of that Kool-Aid dust, and there's the cherry smell, the grape smell, the lemon lime smell. Not so much the orange, but only cherry, says Amy. Back here. But I have this idea, like, instead of starting wars, we should just ship them a bunch of Kool-Aid. If we think that they're unhappy or something, and we drop Kool-Aid packets on their towns, and when they open it up and they smell that smell, everybody would be so happy. and they'll have Kool-Aid, and that Kool-Aid man is always smiling. There's a reason for it. So I'm not sponsored by Kool-Aid, but Kool-Aid, if you're listening, you want to sponsor us. Cherry is our flavor of choice. I like lemon lime too, but really mostly cherry.
That ain't gonna work.
Carrie, who's a very conservative.
Kool-Aid makes me happy. When I smell Kool-Aid, I go to my childhood just like this. And you breathe in, you're breathing in that.
You're not snorting it, are you?
Probably super toxic, you know?
You're not snorting it, are you?
How do you think I get so wired?
You hesitated there. That scares me.
I've never snorted Kool-Aid intentionally. But
Well,
whenever
my story of Kool-Aid was
the powder comes up and you smell it. You know, because when you smell something, there's particles of that something going in your body.
I agree with you about the smell. Probably before you were born, because
it's not fun, but it's happiness. It's like a happiness smell.
What do you keep saying the word fun for? I swear to God, I can close the screen and you're not hearing.
I think it's because
say it again.
Don't like it when I say that word. So he who shall not be named, the Voldemort of our show.
Okay, even before I explained it, but if you replayed some of the shows, like 150 of them, counting.
If anybody would like to go back and see how many times I say the word fun during the show, we'll send you a really fun package.
I say I don't like the word fun. If I had a little Martian alien on my shoulder in my vending booth, when someone says it looks like fun, I said, please say another word. I didn't say, no, that's not. I would say, please say another word for what it looks. I don't like the word fun.
So it's like how many funs are in the show?
But when you explain something, the word should not be fun.
How many funs were in this show? That'd be a real fun contest to have for people. They would make them go back and watch the show and see how much fun they have counting how many times they say the word fun during the show. That'd be fun.
It's the way you define it.
Well, I define it as a really good time, as happiness, as like running and playing on your bike, or something like that.
What are you going to say again?
Running and playing and happiness.
Good. And it's
fun.
Damn it, jackass.
It's not extreme. Oh no, that's not what you said. Extreme.
This is what Chester said.
We're getting picked up tonight by WSOI. We're getting picked up by local radio. I think after this show, this was a good one. Or is a good one. No, so we're gonna do ABCs. Should we do ABCs?
Oh yeah, we're gonna figure out a subject. I was thinking of when I was outside. And I lost my brain cell because I was
the fun guy, not the fun guy.
No, it has to do music related because that's the best thing we can relate to that. I was thinking of musical guest.
Tom Harmon. No, listen. I got people chiming in now. People are starting to support the word fun. Tom Harmon even said it's fun to say saying the word fun is fun. That's what he said.
He's going to say his best word is fart. I guarantee you that. Hi, Tom Harmon.
He sculpted
I have a lot of conversations I'm going to talk about you, Tom Harmon.
Tonight, Tom's word.
I'm glad Tom's watching. That makes me feel good. That Sunday, this might be a better night to do the show. We're going to take a
Tom Harmon,
but it's not always going to be Sunday.
Hey, Tom.
Wednesday.
Okay, I'm going to say. Okay, I'm actually 11. Hey, Tom, I miss you, buddy. Take care of yourself. I love you, man. You're my friend. Okay.
Yeah, like what Phil said.
You can have fun. I miss you. Bring your dog over here. Chester wants. See, Chester's right there, right behind the screen, looking at me. I miss you, Tom Harmon. Come on. Tom, you can have a beer over here. Love you.
Yeah, they have 9:30 a.m. beers over there at his house too, Tom.
Okay. I'm gonna have fun.
Real nice. That was a personal message to that's a personal message to Tom Harmon, folks. If you're out there, Tom Harmon has just chimed in, which means
that was kind of personal. But
he's doing really good. He's sharing a lot of good music and beer.
Dark beer for breakfast, you son of a bitch. You know I don't like Coors Light or Busch Light.
Dark beer for breakfast. That's a good album name. Dark beer for breakfast. An album name. I'm gonna maybe write
someone's got it. Dark beer for breakfast.
Dark beer. I don't know. Now they do because we said it on the show and everybody's watching it. And like Billy
I was about
Strings
to say something. Thank God
Billy Strings just wrote a song about us. That would be cool.
Billy Strings. I'm looking at. I got a guitar signed by Bolly Tuttle and Billy Strings and all, and it's so pretty killer, and they put to Phil on it and did artwork on it. it's priceless, but I look at it and I smile. That's all I did. The blue guitar, thank you, Craig Bauman, who gave me hope to make it someday back to a festival we used to go, Jam for Jam up in Wisconsin. We haven't been there a few years. We went the first few years, but Craig owns a record store in Wisconsin, and I got a bunch of albums. Guitars that were. But long story short, Billy String's Molly told that. So anyway, pretty dope.
I don't know if you got to see the pictures of the kids in Africa eating a really nice Christmas dinner.
Yes, I did.
That was real nice. That was nice to see Twine out there for doing that. There it is. I'm looking for this video that we had. Trying to see if I can find a version of this guy singing this song for us. I wanted to hear that song that Jake sings for us.
I'll never see again.
Yeah, I might have it. Anyway, I wanted to play that song for you guys before we do the ABC game. Does that make sense?
That's fine. I need another break though.
That's why you go take a pee or whatever you got to do, and I'm gonna play this because I want to get this song to play for everybody.
How do you know I have to pee?
I really like the way this song came out.
I'm gonna go have fun.
Clean and clear.
Kind of for you guys. So, there was some stuff. I think I told you last time. Sometimes I hear things and they kind of stick in my brain. And so when I was on the Phil N Jon Zone, I heard some stuff kind of stuck in my brain. But this is called The Poem for an Artist. By chance or by fate, the artist exclaimed, if clouds contain color, I'd paint with the rain. There is no way to measure the eyes that have seen this canvas I've held up and said, this is me.
So those lights.
Some I've created, I'll never see again. They've been sent out to the world in hopes they will bend the gaze of another who pauses just to see these feelings I've placed in each shade and relief. For I'm a painter, not a poet. My words are not spoke. I relay my thoughts with the brush and the stroke. And that's most likely the reason that I find myself broke. By chance or by fate, well, the artist exclaimed, if those clouds contained color, I would paint with the rain. I love it, man.
I tell you what, that's pretty special. When he wrote that, when he did that song for us, because we interviewed him the week before, and he played that song, and he came back and wrote that song for us. We're kind of blessed in those manners. That's just another blessing there, Phil. I know you had to go change your drink, get a pee, and all that stuff. I want to give you a second to think about that stuff, but real big deal tonight for folks for tuning in. Tonight, everybody gets a home version of the game. It's where you just stare at your computer and talk to it for an hour and a half. If you got a friend, you can call and do that with you. That's even better. And it's free, so you can, well, free if you got the app and the internet and the electricity and a home to live in and all that stuff that we're some to be taken for granted these days sometimes, that we have all this great stuff to get us to this point where we're at. We're dang lucky to have all this stuff that we have to get to where we're at. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at you on this silly screen, talk to you, and say hi to all these people. I've made friends because of this, and I've probably made a couple enemies. Not too many, but for now, we're sitting here and chilling, and we're going to come back into the ABC game if Phil has a theme in a minute. My dog has to pee now or something. What's going on? You telling me? It's getting dark. I'm going to turn the light on a little bit. The whole house is probably dark because I'm sitting in here in this dark room, and it's gradually gotten darker and darker throughout the taping of tonight's show, and so yeah, so if you guys have any suggestions or ideas out there in the world, let us know. We're definitely taking ideas and suggestions and thoughts and putting them in the hopper. And if you're watching football, we understand that too. We appreciate anybody who spend their time on the Sunday evenings. I know how important that is to most people, and it's probably going on right now. Bears and the knuckleheads or somebody like that. But it's okay. That's for that player that got hurt last week. That's a bummer. We're gonna have Phil come back and do some sports. Where are you, Phil? Phil, he's having a smoke break. Gotta get him off that habit, don't we? It's okay. It's not an easy one to break. But again, we're part of the Phil and John Zone week 141. That's what we do. I see Miss Laura. There goes Laura from Aurora. I saw her go by. I saw you, Laura, in the reflection. And then it gets real quiet sometimes during the show, and I usually put on some banjo music right. Phil's, my good friend, and how much he means to me, and I got a lot of good friends. I got so many people in my life, in my world, that are out there whenever I need them. Even my dog is down here giving me the growl right now. Never be afraid to reach to a friend and say, hey friend, hey, that was fun. Oh, I muted you.
Yeah, I was outside with the dog, and then the dog's chirping. Anyway. So sorry. I enjoyed the fresh air.
And that's all right.
I forget. The
song was shorter than I thought it was. Like about a minute and a half long.
We were talking to some people, and it's a beautiful Friday night. Friday night. It's Sunday. Wow.
It's Sunday.
It is Sunday. Oh, sports segment. Okay.
Maybe we should talk some sports.
Yeah.
Talk about football a little bit. Even layman like me. Phil, Sports Minute.
All right, Sports Minute. The top 50 sports viewed things in the United States this past year were 48 or 47 NFL games. NFL is going on. Great game tonight. The Packers and Lions. I know you might not be prepared for. Bears lost to the Vikings. I'm a Viking fan. Big time. Go Vikings. I don't know. Kirk Cousins sucks. Blackhawks suck. The Bulls, I don't know. Zach LaVine's shooting threes. I'm a Chicago fan. I love sports. Houston was. The Bears could have got the number 1 pick, but Houston, I do believe the Colts won back, so Bears got number 2.
Astros?
What?
The Astros?
Oh, you son of a gun. No, don't start that. What's the name of the Astros? I just said.
Kentucky Astros.
Yeah, hey, it's my segment, not yours. You have no clue. Anyway, John loves the Cardinals. But I'm looking forward to watching the Packers-Lions game tonight. Even though everybody's gonna go poof. My roots are in Wisconsin to a point, so I love the Green Bay Packers, and I was gonna wear my Viking jersey that has a Favre on it. You should probably get it out of the closet. Get it out of the closet. I'm a diehard Viking fan, and I get a Brett Favre. I was a Packer fan. My uncle, when I grew up in Crivets. Everybody liked the Packers. It's Green Bay territory. So as a young age, I became a Viking fan. I'm a diehard. I bleed purple. And I was a Brett Favre fan. He played for the Packers, but 1 year he played for the Vikings. So I get a classic jersey that says Vikings and with Favre on it. So anyway, sports, the Packers and Lions tonight. I don't know the scores of the game. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to make a delicious steak and baked potato salad and watch some football and maybe listen to the Walking Dead. That's
sports to the Walking Dead. Phil knows it all. Phil is the player in the game. Don't hate the game, hate the player. Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sports Minute with Phil. Thank you, Phil. I like that. And here's heads up. Cheers to Phil.
Sports segment goes up.
Longer than that was longer than a minute.
I ain't gonna play you 1-on-1. I'll bet you a 12-pack or 6-pack of beer, or $20 or whatever. 2 out of 3 games of horse, I will smoke your ass.
I would not doubt that even for a minute.
Me and Bobby Knight go a long way.
Bobby Knight, they go all night. For sure. So as far as that goes, if you want to talk about the ABCs, we can. If you want to try to do that.
Yes, we do.
And what's the topic about when you were outside that you never said?
Excuse me?
What's the topic?
I
said song lyrics or song titles.
Okay,
so we can do
lyrics.
that.
I mean, I might get it wrong, but something will come to mind when you say a letter, and then it might go. Okay, go ahead. You start with A.
You want me to start?
Sure.
Okay, I'll start. I can kick Phil's butt in hacky sack. Laura says. I doubt it.
It's not even a song.
Skateboarding, maybe.
Okay, no, you said it already. I'm on B.
No, that's what I said.
What?
Let me start with A. He didn't get it.
All Things Must Pass by George Harrison.
Okay.
That's a great thought right there. All things must pass. That can be feelings, people, the wind. You can pass wind.
Blowing in the wind.
Okay.
Trying to with a good one.
My first big concert ever seen was Baby I Love Your Way by Peter Frampton. The biggest concert I've ever seen at a big venue was Peter Frampton with Rick Derringer, with special guest, never heard of them, Scorpions. And Scorpions is one of my favorite bands. So Baby I Love Your Way by Peter Frampton.
I would have picked
I don't care what you pick.
Sorry, that is gonna get us pinched. For C, I'm gonna say I've been watching that Black Betty video. It's been coming up my YouTube thing. It's so good. It's so good. I love it. I love it to the end of the earth. It's my favorite things on the earth right now. For C, I'm gonna say
It's gonna be tough now. D. Come on, give me a
hint. Think ahead, because this is tricky. But it can be a song lyric. It can be a song title. It could be
with a D. It's not easier.
What did John have for C?
I don't care. I want D.
No, what did John have for C?
He's thinking now.
I'm working on it. Come on. I was gonna say this is harder than I thought. I should have thought about this ahead of time. For C, for great song lyric title is Can You
See, it's tougher than you think.
Can You See It's Tougher Than You Think by Phil Strauss.
Okay, that's good.
All
right.
Can't You See? No,
Okay,
Can't You See?
All right.
Can't You See by the Marshall Tucker Band.
Okay, cool. A song that in a rare song me and Laura heard in the car, and one of my favorite bands. The song is called Dreadlock Holiday. Who knows that band?
I do not know that band.
10cc. Now, hey,
they're gonna pinch us. I just love that clip. Like watching it on the side of me without sound. So Dreadlock Arcade. What do you call it?
What was the name of your song?
Dreadlock Holiday.
Dreadlock
like
Holiday.
10cc. Nice. I do believe. See, I mean, I'm terrible with the facts of that, but I do believe we heard it. 10cc. Dreadlock Holiday. You got E, and I got
E. One of my favorite early post reggae, early pre ska bands with the Police. Every little thing she does is magic. E. Yeah. Because every little thing she does is magic. That's a great song. Every little thing she does is magic. I think is in parentheses.
I love the Police, but I don't like Sting. F.
What? Should we get into this? Why don't you like Sting?
What?
So should we get into this at all? Why don't you like Sting?
I understand. You're gonna get mixed up. F.
Friday night.
Okay, we're gonna go with
song Friday Night.
Freeze Frame by Jay Gall's band. Freeze Frame.
That's a good one. And I freeze.
Yeah. Freeze Frame. Dun, 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 dun. See, a great underrated band. We should do underrated bands one day.
Maybe. Not today.
We'll see at 142.
G is gonna be for
GH.
Going down the road feeling bad.
Ooh, I got it.
Because sometimes when you're going down the road feeling bad, you gotta put this face on. You gotta have face. If you're gonna have face for going down the road feeling bad, it's this one right here. I can't get enough of it. Ram Jam.
What do you don't do that again? Yeah. What's with the song, dude?
He loves it.
It's not the song. You have to watch that video on YouTube.
It was my brother Paul's.
It had such a classic 70s.
You're young.
You can't get more 70s in that video.
Betty. No, it's not.
That's Old Black Betty.
keeps flowing the thing in the screen.
That's good.
H.
Help.
No, Houses of the Holy by my you dude.
Houses of the Holy by the band Pink Floyd.
No, wrong.
Talk about that for a second.
All right. My favorite band is the band that plays House of the Holy. You might know that. The band is, I'm not going to tell you if you don't know, but I can listen to it. I keep saying throughout my years, that's my favorite band. And when I put on the radio or whatever, I listen to the radio because I'm old. Or a CD. I don't want to hear a CD because then you play the same song over. I listen a lot of radio. When I hear my favorite band, which I'm not going to tell you, but if they play House of the Holy, so House of the Holy by far, so it's H. You got an I.
House of the Holy, I like that a lot. I'm gonna say In the Evening by the same band.
Cool.
Yeah, In the Evening, another great jam from Led Zeppelin. Like that's a good, like 11-minute song. Isn't it? It's a longer one. He's really stretches those lyrics real long. It's just a little blues song, but they played it so slow. Very good. Do you think that the Led Zeppelin's a cover band? Or got their start as a cover band?
I see my friend playing in touring, who was the original, one of the original drummers of Old Shoe, Greg Fundus, playing with Led Zeppelin 2.
Yep.
And they got the rights to do that, and he's traveling around. Peace, Greg. Much love.
Bam Balam.
I mean, he's got the right, they're playing Led Zeppelin 2. So they
Jay could be a little bit tricky.
What is that?
Jay.
I got Jay.
Char's. Oh, that's flies in the bath plane.
We're gonna go with the Doobie Brothers. Jesus is just all right with me. Jesus is just all right, all right. All right. I don't know if you the song, but that's what came to mind.
That's a jam. That was just the first year with Michael McDonald. Maybe that's good. It's a good
right.
album.
That was on my list of, I thought, were underrated bands. Doobie Brothers are just. I know they had multiple switches of, but Doobie Brothers. You can, if you heard 10.
Henry just logged
in.
Say hi to Henry.
There are childhood.
Say hi to Henry. He just logged in.
Hey, Henry.
Yeah, good to see you out there, Sylvain.
Hey, come out to he always asks me if we're going we'll be at Snowshoe out near Aurora. Come by.
Man, for K, I'm gonna have to say Kiss by Prince. I found these videos recently of Prince playing just an acoustic guitar on stage by himself. They're really good. Just think about that. Prince was always such a musician, but to pick up a regular acoustic guitar and play some of his songs by just alone, unplugged Prince, is such a good video. I fell back in love with Prince again immediately watching it.
Well, we need a segment for the Prince segment with Phil.
We could have a whole Prince segment, yeah.
We're gonna go
tell the story about Prince.
Saw Prince, another band I saw. Got to meet a lot of these cats, and it doesn't really faze me. But we're gonna go just Kiss, Lick It Up.
Lick it up.
Lick it up.
Kiss, to lick it up.
Lick it up.
Put the makeup back on, Kiss.
I saw him with the Rolling Stones back in the day, and Kiss killed it.
I've told this story multiple times on the show about that song, Lick It Up. And me and my cousin Richard staying up they were going to have the world premiere video of Kiss, Lick It Up, without makeup. We probably stopped liking Kiss that day. Honestly, that was one of the forks in my musical tree where I switched directions. I was like, all right, Kiss is not cool, not without the makeup. No. And it was just too much of a shock. You can't just it's too much of a shock. So in that mode, little Bam Balam there for that.
Don't do that again. All right.
See you at Snowshoe. Yeah, we will. We will see you at Snowshoe, Henry. Very good. Very good.
Hi, Henry.
So Lick It Up by Kiss. L for M. We're gonna stick with the Led Zeppelin thing. I'm gonna say Misty Mountain Hop.
All right, we're gonna go Zeppelin. I can do every letter with Zeppelin. I already got the N already.
Try. I had many as we can get backwards with the Zeppelin.
All right.
Yeah,
No
I'll say
quarter.
Misty Mountain Hop, one of my favorite jams. Right after Fourth State.
And no quarter.
Again, Houses of the Holy and no quarter. Okay. For O, the ocean. Or Out on the Tiles. I'll do Out on the Tiles. I'd rather do Out on the
Good
Tiles.
one, dude. I just thought I didn't think you'd get that.
O, ocean or Out on the Tiles. So for P.
Gee, the Zeppelin song though. We're going to the Zeppelin thing, and maybe I can't do it. Hold on.
Sorry, I have to do this again.
Oh, I got it. Don't go there. If you do that again. This is a.
Keep going. Keep it going.
No, I'm losing power. I gotta plug in. We're gonna skip this one because I don't. Physical graffiti.
Physical graffiti. All right, we can do an album cover.
What do you mean?
Yeah, song.
You jackass. All right, Phil N Jon Zone. It's a new Zeppelin song by Robert Plant. Come on, how's that fit? She's over there.
P for Q.
How about running out of power?
P song. Party.
Like if I party out of bounds.
Party Out of Bounds. Q. Quick. Q. Quality. Quite. I don't know if I know many songs that start with a Q. I know they're out there. Quit Breaking My Heart. There's probably a song called Quit Breaking My Heart. Oh, I gotta Quit You Baby. We could probably use that one. I'm gonna Quit You Baby. It's got a Q in the middle.
No, it begins with an I, not a Q.
Quit You Baby.
Okay, you win.
Quit dragging my heart around. No, let's stop dragging my heart around.
Okay, Q.
Let's go on to R. We can't stay too long. We'll think of it if we think of one.
I'm on P.
We're on P. Well, Q. R is after P, I think.
R is
I think.
Ramble On.
Ramble On. S. Say it together. Stairway to Heaven.
You know, I listened to that song not long ago, and it used to be. Oh, it's not.
It's a good song.
It's a good song.
No, good and fun are not good.
No, it's good. It's good. It's a great song.
I mean, really, it is. And you go, these are forecasts.
When you get to the guitar solo, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, there's so much in that song. Sweet Satan, Sweet Satan.
Down the road. I can sing though. Yeah, I used to put on my Jensen coaxial headphones back in the day before all technology, and just crank it over and over. Led Zeppelin 4, the Grey album, the old man walking stick. We're nuked. What are you doing?
Stairway to Heaven backwards, because you know that whole story.
Oh, it's backwards, so we're not in trouble.
Yeah,
S-T. Are you T?
Yeah.
I'm T.
Somebody's written all the lyrics backwards for Stairway to Heaven.
They got no time then.
My Sweet Satan.
All right, no.
God, that's dark. You know, the Stairway to Heaven backwards is very dark. And you put the lyrics over it, that's dark.
You got too much time on your hands if you're going to listen to shit backwards.
I'm never going back to that link again.
Don't go backwards. Here's the bottom line.
I have to wash that out of my head real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
It's washed out of my head. All right. After this, I'm going to share that video for everybody to watch it because it's so good. It won't be on the show because we don't have Ram Jam as guests, but
I'm going to hate that song now.
You're going to hate it now?
Oh, yeah. I don't like the word hate. Yeah.
It's going to remind you of our show.
I don't like the word fun, good, hate, and Black Betty.
Oh.
What are you doing?
I was eavesdropping in the conversation in the next room, but it's not about me, so I should stop that now.
I heard it. Scoop, what's up?
He's in the show tonight. He's kind of feeling a little bit left out.
Okay, what's my letter? T is I'm trying to think of a Zeppelin song before I have to switch.
You know, they say on that Stairway to Heaven backwards thing, when they interviewed Jimmy Page, he said it would be so much work just to make Stairway to Heaven what it was. To think they could do something backwards
What
would
are you
be like.
going backwards
I'm
for?
just saying, man. It doesn't say that shit. They just think it says that shit. And
It's not the Beatles. You're going helter skelter on us or what?
it's freaking me. I'm gonna have bad dreams now.
See, I hope you do.
No,
I hope you have
don't.
fun.
I hope you have dreams of this.
You know what? The show's going to end, and I'm going to crank stuff that I'm about to put the stereo on.
I think we're gonna go. I think we'll probably have an after show tonight, folks. If you want to come join us, let me know.
Oh, really? That's what you think?
What we should do is we should do the show, and then we'd have an after party, where we after we're done doing the show and we get to this point of the show where we almost know the alphabet. Then we share the link to the Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Anybody who wants to come in and hang out for the after party can hang out and we'll have an after party and see how long it goes.
Because that's the best stuff.
It is the best stuff, and we won't be live. It'll be unlive. It'll be just like just a Zoom.
We didn't do the Phil N Jon Zone show Friday, but me and John were on for 5 hours.
I think maybe 6. I think
4, so
that would be fun though. That would be fun. I could paint. People could talk. Somebody could sing songs. Somebody could tell jokes. We get material for the show. I'd record it probably just for posterity. But just for posterity.
What was the word you said? Posterity? That's a big
posterity.
word.
Isn't that the word you used last week when we recorded the show the other day?
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, so I'm gonna say
I'm trying to be professional because
up on the hill where they do the boogie. That's my you song. Up on the hill where they do the boogie.
V is for what the hell? We skipped a bunch of letters. V is for
Did we skip you? No, I said up on the hill where we do the boogie. That's the only letter that was left. Bam balam. To get you high.
2 songs that you're just pushing the buttons. I'm not gonna do an after show party.
Oh, fine. Well, this is something we think about in the future. That if there's an interest to do an after show, we would turn the live off and we would just do the Zoom meeting, and anybody who's watching the Zoom meeting could come in and hang out, and we just hang out like we did on Friday. I mean, because hanging out on Friday, that was really good, and I get kind of lonely during the winter, I guess. I mean,
that's a great word. Also, one word I like. One word synopsis is future.
Like plan ahead is what you're saying.
Well, don't look on the past because you can't change it. Look to the
change the
future.
This is an ongoing theme lately with you, Phil, and we both have to just right now look at each other in the eyes.
But don't point at me.
And we say, you and me, it's all gone. Everything we've ever done is gone.
Hi, John. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you, Phil. Welcome to the Phil N Jon Zone. It's on Zoom. Have you ever heard of Zoom?
Hug? You want a hug?
I'll take a hug, yeah. Scooby got on the hug. Group hug with Scooby.
You can have one too.
He's really sitting here because there's a thing of choose right here. There's a little treat he loves. But
hugs are good.
Yeah.
Whoever has been watching this, Phil and John, it's quite amazing. Love y'all. I want to give you all a hug and prosper, be good.
He does this every time he gets the letter V, folks, and he wants to try to change the subject.
Okay.
Song lyric or title that starts with the letter
V. It's got to be a not a band, but a song.
Like a song or a lyric or a line that you remember from a song or like a.
Dead song. Jerry was playing with Bobby. It didn't come up. It was called Violet Begonias. Yep. It was. They switched it. I read it somewhere. Robert Hunter. It was going to be Violet Begonias, but the radio station. So it's Violet Begonias. There you go.
I would say for V, I'm going to do a V word because I thought of a V one just now, and it's called Violent School by the Dead Milkmen.
They're playing in Chicago coming up with some Dead Milkmen.
When? You just hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a Riot Fest thing. It's
look it up. Look it up. Yeah.
Shit, I will look that up.
The Dead Milkmen?
Yeah.
Remember the poster in my room? Look it up. Dead Milkmen. Oh, I will. There's something I saw, John. I mean, seriously. I know you're intrigued that you saw the post. Something, and I was like, what? I hope I was not wrong, an old poster or something, but I did, yeah. Dead Milkman. I'll definitely. Laura's looking up right now.
All they've got on their site is 2 shows, October, November. They're not listing it there.
Look it up.
They're not listed on their newsletter show.
But they're still functional.
Yeah, they are. I mean,
So then it was old post possibly.
Blood, the original guitar player, but there's I'll look there.
One of the bands I probably saw when I was at Dublin Metro that I didn't really get to see because I only count bands
to buy the rights to that song.
See, my brother was a big fan of that. Dead Milkman.
Now I'm looking right now at their page. They have a Zone show. They do. What?
They call it the Zone. Hey, wait. We got a copyright.
No, it's called Big Questions with the Dead Milkman. 5 things in 2022. Wow. I did not know they had a Zone show like us. They had 9.4 million streams last year. That's awesome. Good for you guys. That's like almost 10 grand. Damn, I wonder. I'm not even following. I am following them. The Dead Milkmen are very important, folks. If you're not familiar with who the Dead Milkmen are, it's they're a band out of I don't know where, but probably not going to get back to just a simple message, but I'll try it anyway. Because that's a band me and Amy we have in common that we haven't ever seen. So that's kind of important stuff, I would say, for us. If you're still watching, check it out, man. I'm glad you're still watching. You're a bunch of goofballs. And but we're still not even at the end of the list yet. I said Violent School by Dead Milkmen. The lyrics
W is God, I don't like that. You know, after the
think of that first word that starts with W's that you think of, the whats, the wheres, the whens, the whys. There's got to be a song.
Daryl Hall and John Oates, because I heard the song. Watch out, boy, you. I just heard that song. That's why.
Maneater? Oh, that's even better. That's even better because you did the lyric. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up. Ooh,
it was a W. It's probably
in your head now forever. Oh, that's one of my ever looping playlist songs in my head is Maneater for some reason.
You know, I'm not into Daryl Hall and John Oates, but you know, I always say that they were good, popular. I mean, they had a hook.
They were very good. They were a good band. They had horn section. They had soulful voices. They had keys. They had a lot of stuff going for them. WX. For X. I'm going to say the song is called Excellent. So that's a fun one. That's
what the hell is that?
Yeah. All the funs, even this part of the show, count. If you hear me saying fun at the end of the show, it still counts. So if you're paying attention and you've counted how many times I say the word fun in the show, and that includes when Phil says the word fun in the show, or if Laura says the word fun in the show, you have to know how many there are. You tell me, and I'll tell you if you want or not. But Excellent by Bill and Ted. By the Wild Stallions. It's called Excellent.
Fresh. Pour that out. Fresh.
Oh, God. XX.
Oh, that's a great band.
X is a great band. We can leave it at that right there.
XXX.
X and V are always reserved for the Violent Femmes and X, and those two bands.
Yeah, but we're talking band songs, and
we're doing songs. We're trying to do songs. So X for Y. What do you got for Y?
I
think Debbie Boone.
I'm just gonna skip right to the chase because I don't know any Yes songs. But one of my favorite. I'm just gonna go right to the band. I can't do whatever I want because it's called. Yes has probably got a song. One of the best bands I've ever seen live. I bet you the band Yes has got a song with Y in it. So yes, leave it at that.
You light up my life, Phil. You really do.
Oh, that was.
No, you light up my life. No, you, Phil. You light up my life. You're one of my lights in my life. You
light up my life.
That's weird. Everyone's got a weird story to it. But actually, written by Frank Zappa, produced by Debbie Boone. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't written by Frank Zappa. But for I'm trying to stall because I haven't got one for Z yet. But or maybe no, that doesn't have Z. I'll think of it in a second.
I'm going to go backwards and go the most underrated bands, or I can go on. Maybe the after show party sometime. Because I heard a couple bands that. Okay, keep going.
Well, we're at Z. For Z, I'm going to say the absolute best one ever is probably ZZ Top. And their song,
ZZ Top song.
The ZZ Top song.
No, it's not.
You know, the one with the girls in the car and the keychain.
That song you played, yeah, it was Black Betty. Yeah,
it's not ZZ Top.
She's got legs.
It's not ZZ Top. But Black Betty was probably one of those bands that ZZ Top was like, "Stop taking our idea, man," because they do sound a lot like ZZ Top.
It's all about promotion. Yeah, but ZZ Top was good. I was in a lifetime ZZ Top fan club. I got to meet them backstage many times and see 10 or 11 shows.
All 26 letters of the alphabet, folks, all in one place.
We did it? All right, good.
Yep, we sure did. And on that note, I just want to, one thing I have to do.
All right, good night. See ya.
Sponsors.
We got, we have sponsors?
No. Our sponsors are the people that watch our show.
I would like my sponsors to be, well, I said on the way, I can't really say it public, so.
Our sponsors are the people who come on the show and play music for us, and our sponsors are our friends who listen to us do the show and comment. And Tom Dean, Tommy's Abstract Art, we sponsor him. Phil is my sponsor. Actually, when it comes down to it, if I had to pick a life sponsor,
really, I'm your sponsor. You're in trouble then.
Well, it's not for that. It's not for what you think it's for.
Well,
my friendship.
If you were thinking of what you were thinking of, then you do need me.
Probably, yes, yeah, for sure. Most likely, I need all my friends. I need all you guys out there that are watching. Everybody that's being.
I'm sure I lost a lot of friends being a goofball I am on this show, but I'm just the way I am, and I really
don't think we lost any friends.
And
I think that way.
I'm just I am. I miss my friends, because if you're watching it, you are my friend, and it's a beautiful thing, and.
Yeah, so
it's like leaving my anyway. It's not good. Okay, good.
We'll talk in the days to come. Keep an eye out for an announcement of when we'll do the next show. It may just be at random. We may just be when Phil gets the night off. It may be late at night. I don't know. We don't really know exactly for right now. Me and Phil will talk about it after the show. I'll make an announcement, or I'll put a piece of art up.
If you want to watch the after show party, it's $12 per hour
per cup.
And
those are the cups
X-rated.
I think that's a great idea. I think leaving the Zoom meeting open and just seeing how many people could get to come into the Zoom meeting after the show.
Watching
the show.
Yeah.
Could be fun.
Priceless. Yeah.
In the future, we'll have a lot of fun. I'm just throwing a few more funds in there, so if they're counting still, they're paying attention. I'm even giving.
All I can say is there's nudity and chicken wings.
Nudity and chicken wings. I guess if we're not on Facebook, there can be just about anything. No racism, no politics, things like that. But nudity and chicken wings.
No politics
would be the way to go on that.
Oh, there would be politics, because I had a lot to say about that. But it would be in a. It's just because I want to say what I want to say and do what I want to do, and again, it gets deep. The future is bright. I want to wear shades because it's sunny out and I'm outside with bare feet on. And if you have a future, that's a positive thing. If you go that way, then you got troubles.
What I always say is that.
What are you saying? She may be the wrong drink again.
I think maybe that
love you, John. Love the Phil N Jon Zone, and signing off. All right, it's the Phil N Jon Zone.
I don't like that one.
We can do whatever we want.
Remember, it's a weekly show.
I'm out here. I'm going to the other side of the Phil N Jon Zone. Thanks for coming on the show. Much love. Peace.
Big thanks all the Hang out, Phil. I'll go offline here in a second.
Just
Hang
give
out
me
if you
some
want to.
outro music.
You don't have to stay on until 11 again tonight. We can.
Phil and John Show. Send
Hang on.
me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. With commentary that's rich and deep now. And none of the topics that will creep you out. Sound of Phil and John Show. You ought to know what all the artists have to go through. So please turn on your magic beam. Phil and John Show, send me. John Show, send me. Phil and John Show, send me a dream. Phil and John Show, brought to you by Phil and John.
It is.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, John, I want to thank you. I mean,